I'm back with week 2 integrity. Day 1. I heard the water pipes gushing under the house. I was so busy, a busted pipe was the last thing I needed. Whether it was what I needed or not, it's what I had. The high tide frequently banged against the exposed plumbing. Calling the plumber for a quick repair job was part of my duties as condominium president and manager. I called directory assistance for the number for the local plumber, then I called the plumber. An hour later, 2 men in plumbing uniforms showed up at my door. I explained the problem. They said they'd get right to it. I went back to work. An hour later, they pounded on the door again. This time they were scowling. "You'd better come look," one of the men said. I had dealt with these plumbers time and time again. I trusted them. "Just fix it," I said. I'm busy. Another hour passed. They knocked on the door again. This time, they insisted that I came with them. What's the problem?" I asked. They shook their heads, looking concerned. "We can't repair the pipe that broke," they said. "The fittings are corroded. It's bad," they said. "You're going to have to replace all of the plumbing under the house." "Just tell me the bottom line," I said. "How much is it going to cost me?" "Somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000. Now they had my attention. "Show me," I said. I went under the house with them. What had previously been a dripping pipe was now a rain shower under the house. Then a light went on. There were 2 plumbing companies by the same name that serviced the area. One was a highly reputable plumber, the one I called all the time. The other, by the same name, wasn't. "Which plumbing company are you guys with?" I asked. They explained that they were the other one. Directory assistants had connected me with the wrong one. I said they needed to leave immediately. They said they needed to be paid for the time they had worked. I said they hadn't finished the job. They said it would cost me thousands of dollars for them to complete the work. We were at a standoff. For just a moment, I considered going ahead. After all, I was already into these guys for some money. Might as well let them finish the job, I thought. Then I remembered. "Don't dance with the devil. Let's negotiate," I said. "I'm going to give you something, but you're not going to get what you wanted because I didn't get what I wanted." After some haggling, I paid them a small amount of money and they left. I called the other plumber. In 2 hours, the job was properly done. The bill was $87.50. Encountering integrity can be like a breath of fresh air. A person with integrity has honorable intentions, is trustworthy, and is honest. An air of high drama or manipulation does not surround acts of integrity. Acts of integrity stand on their own. The value. This week we'll explore the value of integrity, other people's and our own. Day 2. Some people just can't help themselves. They simply lack integrity. We too can lapse into less than honorable behavior at times. Then the burden then is on us to take steps to protect ourselves from other people's lack of integrity, from our own. The application: whenever our guts go off because we don't trust someone, or whenever we're in a state of high anxiety because we're not living up to our own standards for ourselves, it's time to get back to basics. That's when it's time to quickly assess which one of our own values are needed to get us back on track. Day 3. A friend had gone to work for an employer with a reputation for dishonesty. Then he wondered in the end why that employer lied, conned, and screwed him over. Story's not over. He ran into the employer years later and got mixed up with him again. I was trying to make him be honest with me. I was insisting that he treat me fairly this time. We all know the ending. He got screwed over again. Dancing with the devil is seductive, in work and in love. It's an enticing challenge. We want to make somebody change, treat us right, and give us what we know we deserve. Not living up to our own values can be seductive too. This situation is an exception, we think. This time, the values I believe in don't really apply. It's easy to look around at the world and think that the only ones who really make it are the ones that lie, cheat, and steal. Or we see something we really want and we believe we can't get it honestly, so we set our values aside for a time. Acknowledging other people's lack of integrity usually hurts, at least it stings. By the time we see it, we may be in over our head. I'll just keep dealing with this person, we think. Try and recoup my losses so I don't lose any more. I'm as prone to dancing with the devil as anyone else. We pay a price each time we do. Challenge. The hardest part about living with values can be simple pride. It's hard to admit that we got conned. It can be humiliating to admit that we can't have what we want, or we haven't lived up to our own values, or that we have a lesson, that we've had to learn a lesson because we made a mistake. Here's a hint. Learn to take your losses and run. Day 4. Do you value integrity in others? Inventory focus. Are the people you're involved with in business, play, or love living by values that are harmonious with yours? Are you dancing with the devil somewhere in your life, either by associating with people who don't have integrity or by not living up to your own personal values? Day 5. Play a little game with yourself. Find value in each situation that you find yourself in today. The action: you don't live in utopia yet. Forgo naivety. Protect yourself when others display a lack of integrity, work on living by your own values. Day 6. I'm not sure whether experience is the best teacher, but it's a consistent one. Gratitude focus. We can be grateful for all the situations that teach us the value of integrity. We can be grateful for all the opportunities we have to practice our values each day. And then day 7, the last day of the week, and the reading I'll be sharing in my group that's called Clean and Sober Friends. So if you or someone you love is suffering with an addiction of any kind, it doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol, it could even be codependency, please consider joining. There's a lot of inspirational messages that go in every day. There's a bunch of very inspirational people in the group, and it's just a great place to go and be loved right where you're at, and find people that really, really care about, how your day was when they ask. All right, day 7. We can't control anything or anyone around us. We can gain a sense of control by living with integrity. Figure out what you need to do to take care of yourself. Don't judge others too harshly for not living up to your values, and give yourself a break for being imperfect. Then let God handle the rest. And the prayer for the day: grant me the courage to change the things I can, and the presence of mind to know when someone is acting without integrity toward me. Help us acquire a treasure chest full of real gems in life, the values we acquire and live by each day. And so I will be starting tomorrow, Monday the 14th. I will be starting on week 3, which is entitled Practice. So like I said, every day I'll be reading a different devotional, and I will do it here on YouTube so that it will be in a link. They may only be like 10 minutes long, but if you want to see it live in the group, I would love to see you join. Again, it's called Clean and Sober Friends. And if you have any trouble finding it, just go ahead and message me and I'll help you. Thank you for listening. I hope you got something out of this. It's a great, great book. Love you.